Hey everybody, it's Colette Baron-Reid. Welcome to the Universal Energy Forecast, the Oracle card forecast for this week, October the 10th. And we're using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, the red deck. And I couldn't find any of my English ones. This one is in Japanese. So thank you, Japan, for having all my decks for sale over there, and that I had one in my house. So this is going to be an interesting week this week. Last week we had movement, we were getting excited, we saw the big things that we were looking at and considering big topics. And this week we're kind of dealing with time. The first card is tick-tock in the upright position, and then we have 3 in the protection position, which kind of lends itself to a little twist in the story. So let's start by talking about tick-tock. And remember, what we're working with is energy, and the energy is more of a prescription of how to deal with it rather than a prediction of what you can expect. So this is about what kind of work we need to be doing on ourselves as we work with universal energies. And so the first card is tick-tock, and tick-tock represents time. So this reminds us we always have enough time. In my book, Uncharted, I talk about taking a detour or taking the scenic route, and how we all get twisted up in a knot when we think we're going in the wrong direction, or when something is brought to our attention that takes longer than we expected because we have these expectations that things are going to be a certain way. But tick-tock reminds us that Spirit has a plan. I love, Gabby Bernstein's got a new book called The Universe Has Your Back, and I always say Spirit has your back. And so this reminds us we have to trust that Spirit has a plan. It's not going to be in the same timetable. The human timetable and Spirit's timetable rarely jive. You might have gotten some news like, yes, everything is fabulous, this project you want to do is happening, but then you find out like, it's not happening right now, right? And then you still have to wait. So the waiting game is an okay game to play. Got to trust that. Keep doing the do things. Keep chopping wood and carrying water and doing your life and showing up for your life, and then just turn the rest over to Spirit. Unfinished Symphony, Flexible, and New Life are 3 cards that are all in protection position, and they all share a similar story. So Unfinished Symphony tells us, like, first of all, you don't need to assume that your life is going to be the same as before. So when it's in protection, it says, like, just because something feels familiar doesn't mean that it's an invitation to do the familiar. It's actually saying, sit this one out. In fact, a new way of doing things is going to be offered to you. Flexible is in protection is reminding you not to be rigid. It's saying you got to be careful about rigidity, that things are not going to be your way or the highway. You have to see what Spirit has in store for you too. The form, which is what I talk about in Uncharted, the idea that the realm of form is the last piece of the puzzle of co-creation. This is manifesting 2.0. This is not about I want that thing and then I'm going to go get it. This is I have the essence. I'm clear about the essence of my desire. I am clear about me being in partnership with Spirit. I can call that out from the field of invisibility. We're calling the formless into form. But the form is not our business. The form is Spirit's business, and how long it takes to get to us is also none of our business. So that's the other piece. Let that one go. And the last card, New Life in Protection, which is you gotta trust the egg is gonna hatch. Right? You don't stare at boiling water waiting for it to boil, right? You don't go and plant potatoes and go outside and stare at the land saying like, when is it gonna be a potato, right? You gotta go away and do something else and then come back. And one of my favorite stories is from mythologist Joseph Campbell, when he says, when you take one step towards the gods, that's your action, your thoughts, beliefs, and your actions, right? They will take 10 steps towards you. It doesn't say, run past them, keep running. And they're coming this way, and you're like way down there wondering what the heck, where are they? Because you didn't stick around long enough for them to show up. So you gotta trust that. You don't have to like be relentlessly pursuing your goal and your ambition. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. And as I mentioned in my book, I talk about this in detail, that if you wander off on the scenic route, it doesn't mean that the detour is leading you away from what you want or desire. Maybe you need to experience something else before the form of that desire is presented to you. And it's all in my book, Uncharted. So have a wonderful day. Take care. And if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. And leave a comment. I love to read them.
Traveling down the road, I didn't know that I was lost. I had tried too many shortcuts, and the cost left my heart broken. So I had it closed for a